the following presentation of the National Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Raiders. His side also a favorite in their conference, so a possible Super Bowl preview taking place here.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
On the booth alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
He's running with it, and he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Well, Brock, they haven't been immune to the injury bug this season, but somehow, someway, their losses on the depth chart have yet to lead to a loss on the field.
Yeah, and to me, Kate, this is really two things. This is good coaching and great attitude. They've stayed level-headed, and they've refused to panic whenever someone's gone down. That next man-up mentality. And that's how they've stayed undefeated so deep into this season.
Now here he goes again. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line, second down. Back to throw, here's Dak. Screen here for Williams. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. Escapes his grasp. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. He has it at the 22. Has a hole left, room to run. He does it, touchdown! The Raiders take a 6-0 drive.
Montezuma Haynes.
They have him back there, Brock, because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And in my opinion, partner, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
I'm with you because it is so hard. I mean, it takes instincts, it takes intangibles, it takes greatness. And I think of Dante Hall and Devin Hester and those guys that made it look easy at times, and it is not easy, especially the house one.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Turpin with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider.
LaQuincy Green's hurt. Hopefully it's just a little bugaboo. That's our superstar defensive tackle.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
He's brought down before the return gets far. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Looking to his back to start this one. So back to the huddle now for 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. They're throwing it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. and that sure altered the throw.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Throw here, third down. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on and dropped it. So the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up fourth down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And down he goes. Raiders got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. But it's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. Spins out of one stop. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. Their winning streak a very impressive 9 games, and they lead here with a chance to take that streak to double digits. First down, ball at the 36. It's the first carry for the rookie out of NC State. And he's going to manage a lonely yard on that drive up the gut. The tackle made by Mozzie Smith.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They give it to him again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's off him up there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Turpin with a return. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.